All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Load the Wagon. Load the Wagon is a Madden 2021 franchise draft series. Guests come on, draft the team, and then we simulate a year to see how their team does. The best finish is credited to Mike in episode 10. He went 16-0 in the regular season and won the Super Bowl. So, yes, that's a perfect 19-0 season. And this episode, we are joined by Peter Howard. Peter is a senior writer at DLF, and you could find him on the Dynasty Crossroads podcast. And if you are a Dynasty fanatic, you obviously know Peter is one of the go-to resources. Peter, thank you for coming on, and good luck out here.
Yeah, thanks. What are we doing? Like, you've been pestering me for like months now to come in here. I was going to mention I will completely sell you under the bus for any. I'll just throw you straight on.
That is big facts. But here we are. We're going to draft a team. So here we are again. Peter, no affiliate to a team. I picked the Panthers because I think Carolina Blue will look good on him. So we'll hop into a Madden draft. You're drafting a full team, offense, defense. Offensive line, defensive line. You're going to use whatever spreadsheet you got open, whatever it may be. We'll kick it off in the first round, and you got a random pick. So 1 through 32, we'll see what you get.
I have no idea what half those positions are. Yeah, let's do it.
Exactly. We're here for the fun. And
I've never played this game.
Hey, either did Cooter, and last episode she came away with the Super Bowl. So here we
pile
are.
On the pressure. I got to beat my arch nemesis on Twitter now.
That's right. So shout out Cooter. Shout out the Saints. But here we are. What do you want to do? I don't know. Like, do you want to go offense? We got defense. So Aaron Donald is here, players.
So the player pool is just anyone, and also a bunch of players that I don't know because I don't really understand the NFL outside of skill position players. That's nice.
Exactly. So
Aaron Donald is number 1 there. So I'm assuming that's because the game likes him.
99 overall. He's a superstar X factor.
Take that guy. I've heard he's pretty good.
Aaron Donald's, arguably maybe one of the better defenses. I don't know. Stephon Gilmore maybe. But who cares? Here we are. So round 2, Matt Stafford just went. So we still got Khalil Mack, if you want another edge rusher. And I could move a position. So, like, he plays left outside linebacker, but I can move him to left end. Or, like, a center to right guard type thing. Or
can I get some, like, ADP or anything I can stuff in a spreadsheet here?
Yeah, for sure. So
what are these rankings?
It's just like an overall what Madden actually technically. This guy's name is Marcus Whitman. Shout out to TFG_football. He was formerly with PFF. He's currently with the NFL. He takes the time to update rosters. So I downloaded it and implemented it. So this is more realistic. So the higher overall just means you're just a better player per se, in real life. Obviously, Khalil Mack's one of the best. So he's 97.
Right. He's right there by Travis Kelce. That's probably a good sign.
Yeah, conversely, Sam Darnold's a 70. We got, Tua Tagovailoa at 72. So, yeah, it's just you want to load up on those dominant players and hope the simulation favors you.
Nice. Our simulation or the game sim? I'm told we live in a simulation.
Whatever simulation you are in, the life is a simulation. Madden's a simulation. So let's hope both of them align. Maybe like stars like Orion's belt, I guess.
I guess I'm just gonna get defense out of the way because you told me just to do that. So I'll take Khalil Mack right at the start there too.
Let's go. Oh, and just so you know, so you see that purple square next to him?
Mm-hmm.
That means it's a scheme fit, so he fits into the scheme. Obviously. Nice. Okay, dude, nice. So Donald and Khalil Mack, 2 dominant rushers, edge rushers, whatever you want to be. Hopefully you'll get some sacks and stuff out here. I guess, right?
I guess, yeah.
Me too. I mean, I'm just like you, and I don't know much. The only thing I know is because I've done a lot of these. But here we are. If you want to continue riding the defense, Levante David, shout out the Buccaneers. Congratulations on winning the Super Bowl. He's a pretty solid guy.
I do know middle linebacker is pretty important in IDP. I don't know if that matters.
Right. And if we're talking about ADP, you might be seeing David and Kendricks going here. Sherman probably going too. He's a superstar, X Factor. which these kind of matter a lot because Howard's a star, but that's too much to get into,
Now, I do know I don't want to start on the outside. That's about the best I can do. But I'm always saying, just take ADP. So who we got at the top here?
Julio.
Okay. Oh.
Shout out to Julio for Cooter. He was the Super Bowl MVP with 9 catches, 150 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Von Miller would be sweet. I can move him to left end. David's nice.
David is nice. But I think I'm just going to take Julio in a Super Bowl. That sounds fun.
Well, let's hopefully you can make it there. And, shout out to the Falcons. They might be trading him or something. I don't know if that's a smoke screen, but here's Julio coming over to your team, Peter. Look at that.
He looks good in sky blue, I think.
That's right. Shout out to
looks good in everything.
All right. Ooh, Von Miller just went. Ooh, David's still here. Harrison Smith is nice.
I guess we'll take David because we mentioned him before.
That's right. Because you got to build the defense. Here we are. It's a 1-year redraft sort of feel. So, come for that victory.
He looks happy about the decision. I like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I want my locker room to be happy.
That's right. You got to get locker room guys. You need veterans. Maybe I don't know something else out here. All right, if we're going to buy ADP, McCourty might be good. Miles Jack is sweet. If you want a quarterback, they're kind of flying. But like I said, Brady Breeze, you might be able to find round 10, round 11, just to fill the hole. Running back's kind of antiquated in Madden, but running back. Yeah. We could always get a JaMychal Hasty just to fit your undrafted free agents, vibe and brand. Shout out Hasty.
I guess. I didn't even know he's undrafted. I'm a bad fan. Obviously.
Oh yeah, you're a bad fan, but it's all good because they do matter regardless. And here's some tight ends if you're part of the elite.
I guess I'm drafting the New England Patriots if all these tight ends are a scheme fit. Is that what it's telling me? I'm remaking the Patriots. And
pretty much. I did change it to the Tampa Bay offense because that seems to be the best offensive playbook. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Possession guys, you could get a body like a Jared Cook later, but
it looks like downfield passing, right? That's Tampa Bay.
Right? I mean, Godwin Evans,
Bruce Arians, right?
Bruce Arians. Shout out Bruce Arians.
Okay. I feel like I'm very out of my depth, and all these names keep changing. Is there a reason for that, or are you just flicking through?
Yeah, I'm switching by position, so we're on the defensive line. I'm just trying to get some names out there for you: Hakeem Hicks, Brandon Graham. You could read, but I could always move an end to defensive tackle. Atkins, I think, is a superstar who might be a good pick. Immediate production.
He played for Cincinnati. I remember him.
Shout out to Cincinnati and shout out to Taylor Cornell. So out of your episode 19, there's only been one guest that went below 500. So odds are in your favor.
Oh, wow. Pressure. Nice.
And speaking of that, so, it's out here. I don't know what else you want to do out here besides maybe get some.
I don't even know. Is this my roster on the left here? Because I don't seem to have any players.
I can show you your roster if you want.
No, I just meant on the left here. It's telling me I picked one wide receiver, but I can't see where the others went.
So that is offensive needs, and then here I could switch the defense, so you could see where you are.
Oh, there you go.
And look at that, A+. Nothing on wide receiver yet. But
nothing like taking ADP. Pressure is on. Thank you.
Pressure is on. Shit. Shout out Santiago.
I'm feeling it, all the pressure.
If you want, who might be going? Miles Jack, maybe Geno Atkins will be going. Also
I'm
young
Miles Jack. I know that name. I seem to remember someone like Tom Kisselberry saying he was good or something. I don't know.
Miles Jack?
Jack. Yep.
He's on the Jaguars, so shout out Trevor Lawrence as well. Do you got any special insight about these incoming rookie quarterbacks?
Quarterbacks? No, not really. I generally play the market at quarterback, and I think people have been tilting since this, like they do every class. Like everyone's trying to make up a good reason why the quarterback 2 isn't the quarterback 2, and I don't really get it. I think it's just probably Fields. Most of the time when we move ADP around like that, it doesn't work out.
I feel you on that. So shout out ADP, shout out Spreadsheets for doing all that work. But here we are. So we still have through 5. We got 4 defensive players and 1 offensive player. So if you want to continue building the line, we still got Atkins here. A young guy, Quentin Williams is still here. So, if you want to do a dynasty, Quentin might be that pick. But for this 1-year simulation, maybe Geno Atkins is better. You know what I mean?
Every time, man. So, and we'll just take Geno Atkins. You said his name like 4 times, so I'm just taking the hint.
Geno Atkins, was he? No, who was the guy that went to the Cowboys this year and blew out his Achilles? Doesn't matter because here we are, round 7. Load the wagon here. You got, what do you want to start going some offense out here? Doesn't matter. It's your round. Eddie Jackson would be a good pick if you just want to, you need some safeties, you need some corners. Hakeem Hicks, you need another left end. We could always move him to defensive tackle.
I guess who do we have left at quarterback? I just want to see that list.
So you still got Brady and Breeze. Like I said, you could find him around 10, around 11. If you want Goff, he's a young guy. He might be going, but
are these players this year? Because like Drew Brees probably isn't Drew Brees.
Correct. Yeah. Madden 2022 comes out in like August or something. So we get the benefit of having Brees. Shout out to Cooter because she's a Drew Brees fan.
Yes, right. she should be.
Wide receivers, we still got DK, Calvin.
We're good at wide receiver.
We got Julio. We don't need nothing else
about that. Or running back. This seems to be a different game where you got so many things. What did you say was left on defense to get?
Yeah, for sure. So someone like Eddie Jackson would be sweet to get now, but you could get like a Justin Reed in a round or two. If you look at strong safety, we got some bodies. If you want to pick up a Collins or a Jordan Poyer, cornerbacks. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, but you might be able to find some old bodies like Jimmy Smith in around 15, 16, Joe Hayden late round quarterback. So the more immediate guys you might want to target maybe are Eddie Jackson or Hakeem Hicks.
Do we know who we're playing? Or is it just?
You will. So when we're done with the draft, you'll be able to set your goal. And if you set your goal for the season, will vary upon the team. But since everybody's drafting a fresh team, who knows? It's just luck. Luck is probably a big factor out here. I think we only got 5 Super Bowls out of the 18, now 19 shows. So,
all right, let's just finish up defense, so I don't have to think about it anymore.
Yes.
Sure. D Ford. He sounds like
that. He's
a good person.
Scheme fit. That's what we want to see out here. It says you reached, but that doesn't matter. It's antiquated these days. Eddie Jackson, solid. We still got Kyle Fuller, Casey Hayward, strong safety. Shout out to Hakeem Hicks. Shout out to Jacob Sanderson. He went to college in the great country of Canada. So that's obviously the choice. However, we went D Ford because it's a scheme fit.
Yes, we did. I'm just looking for little purple boxes, to be honest. Yeah.
And we're speaking of purple boxes. Here we are: Eddie Jackson, Earl Thomas, Malik Hooker, and then strong safety. We got a Jordan Poyer and Adrian Amos. So the box doesn't matter. It matters maybe more for like an outside linebacker. You don't want like a Khalil Mack playing a coverage linebacker position because that's not his job. So safety is you're kind of fine drafting whoever you want.
All right, Eddie Jackson, why not?
Yes, Eddie Jackson. Shout out the Bears. Shout out Dave Kluge. Let's see. So round 9. If you want to finish it off.
Kicker yet?
Kicker. Shout out to Linda. You get a kicker whenever you want. Okay. It's your draft. We're just living in it. It's a simulation, and here we are. However you may believe in that stuff, we're out here doing it. So let's see. You need a strong safety and one more defensive tackle, but we could find bodies. So maybe a Jabril Peppers, an Amos, a Poyer would work now. It's all up to you.
Oh, it is? Wow.
You can see the positions you need on defense. You got your linebackers, one defensive tackle away, and a strong safety and a couple corners. And you could catch bodies later, for sure.
I'm just doing the average of the numbers in my head, so I guess we'll take Kareem Jackson right there.
Taking Kareem Jackson, and he's got a purple box. And
I wasn't looking at the purple box.
Oh, that's a big factor into these picks, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Positive EV or something,
Probably.
But we still got Kwan Short if you want to round out that defensive line. I picked
Sure, do it.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Kwan Short. Don't sell yourself short. Bad joke, but here we are. So offensive line, you might want to address here. We're getting to the nitty gritty. You don't have a quarterback. If you just want to snag your quarterback, you may get lucky. I think you could get lucky, see it in around 15. But if you're nervous, because if these guys go, all of a sudden you're the Chicago Bears and you need to default to the Andy Dalton.
Can I draft Ryan Fitzpatrick? I would like to try and win Ryan Fitzpatrick at
You
Super
could
Bowl.
absolutely do that, but let's for sure wait 5 rounds.
Okay, let's wait 5 rounds. We're taking Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Because we got Terry. No, we don't got Terry McLaurin here. We got Jarvis Landry, DJ Shark, Will Fuller you were talking about, but you do need some offensive line to protect the quarterback.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it. We got Deion Dawkins. Dwayne Brown, you could wait a little bit. If the best pick might be Incognito.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless of what he is as a human being, he's a good Madden simulation player.
I don't know these people.
He's but 87. You just like to see 87.
Oh, you do? Okay. I guess we'll do that.
Higher overall, better statistics, better play.
Oh, okay.
We're going Incognito. Richie Incognito, shout out Nebraska. What a flyover state. But here we are around 12. You got your defense pretty much set aside from cornerbacks, but we could get some bodies later. Don't worry about that.
Who needs cornerbacks, really?
Nah, I mean, you're all offense. We're scoring tutties. Brian O'Neill.
We're Brazil.
Deion Dawkins would be dope because we could still wait for Dwayne Brown a couple rounds.
Oh, really? Why? He seems ranked so much higher.
Good question. So when you look at Dwayne Brown, he's a 35-year-old. So the simulation kind of takes in a little bit factor of age and then that development. So as you see normal, you drafted some superstar X factors. Superstar X factors are the highest development, superstar, star, and then normal. So those dev options kind of and age make the picks better for Madden, But here we are going for 1 year. So we got an edge. We got an advantage. Corey Linsley, you could find another round. Wyatt Teller or Brian O'Neill probably are your best picks right here.
All right, Brian O'Neill. That sounds like a solid man.
And he's from the Vikings, so shout out Minnesota Vikings and Brian O'Neill. And he went to Pittsburgh. Shout out Pittsburgh. All right. If you just want to round out offensive line, or if you want to get your quarterback, just to get your quarterback, we still got Brady Breeze here.
No, I'm pretty sure we're good. I'm pretty sure he's going to be around.
See, we still got Dwayne Brown, but those other guys I was saying went before. So if you just want to snag him just to ensure you got him, totally cool. Right guard, we got Teller left, but that's fine because O'Neill would have made it around. We got Linsley if you want to grab an 84. Solid center. Shout out the Chargers. He just went to the Chargers.
All right. Sure. Centers are important, I hear.
They got to hike the ball,
Yeah, someone's got it.
Someone's got it. It might as well be a center. All right, so round 14 here. If you want to snag your left tackle, I'm unsure of when these guys will go.
Yeah, just take Brown.
Just take Brown. So we need one more. We could probably find a body. I could always move some guy over to right guard. So if you want to start targeting maybe some extra receivers or just grab your quarterback, doesn't matter. Brady Breeze are still here.
So we can wait.
You could wait a little bit, a couple rounds if you just want to see who's available at wide receiver. AB. We still got Fuller. Remember, injuries are off. Devontae Parker, if that's your cup of tea.
Not. Actually, a lack of players that combine well with Julio there. So maybe Woods, maybe Landry. I don't know how this game works, but.
So I could move a specific player to the slot on the depth chart, and in a Madden simulation, your slot receiver, it has what I've gathered is that they get the most targets, your slot receiver. So conversely, your slot corner will see the most passes.
Okay, and you said no injuries, right?
No injuries.
Nope. Yeah, let's just take Will Fuller.
Let's take Will Fuller, okay? Because we could move Julio to the slot. We could keep Fuller out there on the edge.
We don't have any cornerbacks, so I'm figuring it's just going to be a passing game.
You don't have any cornerbacks. That is absolutely right. But don't forget, we still got some bodies out here. Jimmy Smith, we got 80s. That's fine. We're sitting pretty. So if we check back in at quarterback, we still got Brady Breeze and Fitzpatrick. It's all up to you. Shout out to
we're taking Fitzpatrick. It's just a matter of when.
You might be able to wait around. You might for sure. I think that's okay.
Just take the Patrick. Let's just lock that in. Just be sure of it.
We got some bodies here at receiver too.
That sounds like a lot of fun to me.
All right, we're taking Fitzpatrick because shout out to the football team. Shout out McLaurin and shout out anything else with Washington. All right, you said Fitzpatrick, right?
Yep.
Absolutely love it.
It's my goal now. I just want Ryan Fitzpatrick
and
to get
pretty
a Super Bowl.
You see that green? That means
Look at
good.
that beard. That man's good.
Beard. Let's play without a helmet. All right. Let's see. Let's get those old just straps. We got Antonio Brown here still. Julian Edelman. You know, we saw some bodies leave. We got Higgins, Claypool. Just so you know, if we move Claypool to tight end, he becomes an 83 overall. So that's a solid 6 overall jump.
Nice.
That's facts.
Just Peter Doppelganger. Okay.
Trimmed up on the beard though, but.
You're really pushing wide receivers, huh? You're feeling like we're gonna get pushed on them.
Well, it's more so because you dominated the defensive side that you just should fill out your team. You know, typically
wide receivers. I just want more defense, please. So we like I've got my Cole Beasley. He'd be a great fit no matter what the rest of the team look like. There's a bunch of good wide receivers I would like.
I could move Beasley specifically to the slot, so then you got Julio and Fuller on the edge.
Nice. What's the running back looking like right now?
What is it? That's a good question. Le'Veon Bell, you know, even if you may not think he's a great real life running back, again, simulation that we're living in, simulation Madden, you know, it pays off. You couldn't get a James Robinson and Antonio Gibson in around 20, you know, maybe 19 at the earliest.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can wait around for those guys.
Yeah, exactly. So you need tight ends, but you know, Jordan Reed, Kyle Rudolph, shout out him. If that's your
Jordan Reed with no injuries. Wow, that would be Jordan special. But I'm guessing he's fairly low. These stats look very marginally different. I gotta tell you.
Hey, shout out Madden, shout out to TFG_football, Marcus Whitman. I mean, you know, Jimmy Graham's a 75 overall, Rudolph's a 79. That seems respectable.
Right.
Let's see. Tunyon, 73. That seems low, but hey, it is what it is out here. Just so you know, wide receivers, we still got AB. We got that Beasley if you want to hit him in the slot. He's pretty good at short route running.
How many wide receivers do we draft?
You know, 3 is probably what you should, if not 4.
Do we really have to have a tight end? Could we just go like one extra?
Dude, we could get a body later for sure. You know, who cares about the tight ends?
No, it's fine when you got Julio on your team. You know,
we'll put him at tight.
A lot of pressure. You got modern day Julian Edelman, which I'm assuming the simulation wouldn't like, but that would be nice otherwise.
Hey, it's your simulation.
It's mine. I am right.
Someone's.
Well, Edelman, according to you, is ranked higher than Antonio Brown. I mean, what's that about? Antonio Brown.
Shout out Antonio Brown. I mean, I think you know what that's about. Marcus had to actually input him into the game because when the Madden actually came out, AB wasn't in the game because of obvious reasons for his off the field stuff. But here he is right now in the game, 89 overall.
I guess we'll just take Antonio Brown. Antonio and Julio sound like a nice pairing.
Don't even forget about Will Fuller. We could put AB there at the slot.
I could forget about Will Fuller.
Injuries are off. You remember that. So here we are, round 18. If you just want to look at that, Brady and Breeze are still here. It doesn't matter because we got the GOAT, Fitzpatrick, Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson. Tight end wise, it doesn't matter. Jordan Reed's there, just so you know. We could put Claypool at tight end if you want.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do that.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to suffer on the run blocking, but who cares when you got...
We don't do defense. We drafted a defense for that.
You dominated the defense, and we're rounding out the offensive here, so absolutely love it. Actually, you still do need some cornerbacks if you want to grab a running back, and then we could hit corners would be pretty solid. So it's simulation. What are we living in here? We got Le'Veon. Cooter took Le'Veon. He dominated. But you know, if you want a nice young guy, we got J-Rob, Naeem Hines.
I was gonna say, let's take James Robinson. We're just taking James Robinson.
Because why?
Because he's the greatest player ever, I guess.
Undrafted free agents matter.
Yes, they do.
He was undrafted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That would have been a bad point.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah. Shout out to Illinois State. He's from ISU. So we need some corners. So like I said, we got some bodies here. We got Jimmy Smith, Xavier Rhodes, Joe Hayden.
I know Jimmy Smith's name. Let's draft him.
That was Cooter's one of her biggest pick. She rewrote the legacy of the show by getting Jimmy Smith and Drew Brees.
She's just copying me in advance at this point. It's getting bad.
Again, it's the simulation full circle out here. All right. We still need a couple more cornerbacks. You have one. You got every other position. We got
Malcolm Butler or Talib, I guess, if they dropped. Yeah, Talib. Why not?
Aqib Talib. He's a star. Shout out him. He's got a mentor that, you brought it back over here to the locker room. He's probably a guy you want out there, I think. I don't know. Why not?
I literally have no idea.
I'm here. I'm with you too, but here we are. We still need a couple more corners, and then you're almost pretty much set for your team. We still need one more offensive lineman. That's right. Before I forget, we could draft the Ben Jones. I can move him to right guard. He'll remain at like an 80, 81 overall.
Okay, sure.
Let's do it. Shout out Ben Jones.
I don't know Ben Jones.
I don't know who
get it,
but he's got a good name, Ben Jones. Okay, so cornerbacks. So we're approaching the 25. If you want to go a little bit more, I've noticed 25 is probably the sweet spot. Used to do 30, but it's kind of antiquated by that point.
Right.
We got some bodies here.
And take Malcolm Butler. That sounds like a good guy when you're trying to get to a Super Bowl.
Hey,
I know.
And when they're in the Super Bowl, you're right. You're thinking far ahead, and I love it.
I am. Yeah.
So you got three corners. Your simulation might get you a guy. Dude, Darrell Henderson's still here. A backup running back kind of matters a little bit. They get a couple carries. We got Justin Jackson.
I mean, you got Giovanni Bernard and Frank Gore. How do you decide between those two?
That's really? Hey, I don't know. You tell me. Adrian Peterson, Malcolm Brown. Darrell Henderson. Even though he, whatever you want to think about in real life, man.
No, we're taking Giovanni Bernard. Sorry, I should have told you that.
Shout out to the Bucks. It's full circle. We're taking the Tampa Bay team.
We don't block. We just
score.
Try and score. That's what we do.
That's big facts. Oh, Jacob saying if you take Shady McCoy, you're guaranteed a Super Bowl.
Oh, too late, man. Too late.
I cannot stamp that, but shout out Gio the Goats. Everyone gets it out here. This is round 25 pick. If you want to take whoever, I mean, it's yours. If you want another receiver, you got three because we'll move Chase Claypool to tight end. So you have three. You're looking pretty solid. If you want locker room guys, talk about Larry Fitz, a legend. You got your offensive line, two running backs.
Does the locker room matter in this relation?
No, it's just fun to talk about.
Okay. I think Larry's pretty good still on the field, to be honest with you. But
yeah, it's just fun to talk about. We
got the wide receiver. Who's everyone else been drafting? This is crazy.
Stacked though, exactly. The age is falling, as you can tell. Cobb, Stills, Larry Fitz, D-Jax. Age is falling.
I would just take Larry. Why not?
Let's take him. And do you want any other picks? Do you want to take your kicker or punter? If not, we could simulate.
No.
Can
we ask it not to? We don't do kicks. We're going for it on fourth.
Because we only score tutties. We ain't punting out here. All right, let me simulate the season. Simulate to the end of the draft. And this time is your time to shine, Peter. So something I want to talk about is Fortnite with you.
Okay.
Fortnite. So how do you feel about it? I mean, I know that they're coming out with some new stuff. What was your favorite season? Maybe I don't know. When did you start?
No, I'm not a big opinion holder on Fortnite. I enjoy playing it. I play it with John Bosch a lot. Plays on a Switch. I play on an Xbox. We both suck pretty hard, and we complain constantly about being in lobbies with people that don't suck. I think they need a bot mode. Computer games used to just be you versus the computer, and that's when we were good at them, like Mario jumping on mushrooms. And so I just want to face bots. I think Fortnite overestimates my confidence or my need to feel like I'm good. I'm okay. I love it when I kill a bot. That's a lot of fun. I don't need to. I'm not trying to prove myself, but no, I do think just playing on an Xbox, and I've been playing since, I don't know, I remember the Pirate season, if that helps. I think that's back a few ago.
Remember the airplanes when they first got introduced? The zombies?
No, I started a little after that. Actually.
A little after. Shout out.
I remember when they got reintroduced for a second there, but
for sure.
But yeah, and just playing fairly consistently since then. I don't know what it is, but every time we play, every time I play, the lobbies are pretty insane. Actually, I don't know if that's just a base level is freaking.
I mean,
creative grinder at this point, but they're all pretty stacked.
All these young kids, cracked out, just building the most. And shout out to Tyler Gunther as well, because I know you guys play sometimes.
Yeah, I played with him a few times.
Shout out Tyler.
No, it also seems like every time I die to a computer player, which seems weird. The cross lobbying is pretty harsh. I'm playing on Wi-Fi in the basement. I don't have the best system or strong connection. I just,
no. Yeah. So Fortnite's cool.
They just took away one of the few advantages we have on controller as well, or at least confirmed that we can't have it, which is the movement on controller is a little bit of an advantage. It never really helped me out a lot, but it's nice to have any kind of advantage. But now they made it official that you can bind your keys in a certain way, basically to create the same kind of movement. So you can look one way and walk the other way, which you couldn't really do before on PC before.
For sure. So shout out to Fortnite. But here we are. We're back. I got the roster changes set. So we'll go to the depth chart here. Actually, we need to cut a player because we need to get down to 53. So let me just cut some random. This guy, Ryan Finley. See ya. We'll get to this.
We good. Yeah, we're good.
Shout out Finley. I think he was a former Bengal. Seems like Bengals and Bucks are the theme over here. But here we go. Depth chart. So
good.
Let's see. So Ryan Fitz leading the team. We got Julio, AB, Will Fuller, and then Fitz. And then, of course, we moved Claypool to tight end, so dominating over there. Right? We got Jones there at right guard, so we're pretty set. So let's take it over here to the third down running back, so the passing running back. Do you want J-Rob or Bernard taking that over?
That's Gio.
That's right. Power, obviously, we're going to have J-Rob there. And then slot receiver, again, the receiver that's going to see the most targets. Do we want to fill Antonio Brown there?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. That's facts. We'll keep Fitz there at second. He'll see a couple targets. And then we're pretty much set. This is looking pretty solid. Slot corner. Okay. Jimmy Smith. Shout out Jimmy Smith. Okay, we'll simulate here to the start of the regular season. And then you got to make a prediction. All right, so here we are. We're looking. We got to set your season goal here, Peter. Do you want to win 4 games? 7 games? Do you want to make the playoffs or make it to the Super Bowl? Well, hopefully the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, obviously. That's the goal.
That's playoffs. Make it to the Super Bowl because we got Ryan Fitzpatrick leading the team. This is going to be super interesting. We'll simulate it to the halfway point, and then we'll see how your team's doing. So here we go.
Preparing for disappointment.
Disappointment. I think the defense is going to lead it. I like this strategy of going Fitz. All right, let me make sure that I did this right. Sim to midseason. Okay, we got Larry. I mean, dude, you got Julio and Larry. You know Larry Fitz loves to throw it up. So what better person than Julio? I mean, maybe Calvin Johnson, I guess. Right now,
pretty much for any quarterback.
It doesn't matter. All right, so here we are. Midseason. Second place in the NFC South. You're 5-3. You're trailing the 6-2 Bucks.
Screw him.
That's pretty solid. Screw him. I mean, that's pretty solid, dude. I mean, 5-3. We got, dude, Fitz is first in the NFL in passing touchdowns.
Damn right he is.
Dude, with 18, he's got 18-5. We got rushing. Robinson's dominating, doing well. Receiving, yeah, Jones has 6. Claypool with 3. Fuller has 5. AB with 4. Just killing it. Defense, look at that. That's the stuff you love to see. I think 6. Yeah,
I think
we'd love to see Khalil Mack with a little more sacks. Maybe I'll actually switch him over to left end and see how that does.
That's what I was gonna say for sure.
But you got D Ford out there. I mean, there were scheme fits in the beginning, but we'll move D Ford to left outside linebacker and see how this works. Because we got, who is this guy? Shout out Kareem Martin. We got left end, so we'll move Mac there. You just need to see more out of Mac. That's your second pick. D Ford's a nice body. We'll move forward there. He actually gets a little bit better. And then we'll simulate to the playoffs. So, I mean, we're looking at a divisional win. We're looking at a wild card opportunity out here. You ready?
Is that me in the hat?
That's you cool. Right there. That's you.
On
that's
the
best
phone,
I can do.
Making moves.
We're on the phone making moves. So you're scheming. We just schemed some stuff out there. Go Panthers. Are you ready to kick it off to the playoffs and see what happens?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's sim to playoffs. Shout out Ryan Fitzpatrick here. And who else? Maybe Khalil Mack here will bounce back. 1.5 sacks, dude. Even at left out, dude, that's horrible. We should have cut him. Here we go. We made it to the wild card.
Wild card? That's not right.
You did finish tied for first, and you technically are first because you're first in line on the pecking order. 10-6 season, one of the above average seasons. So shout out to Ryan Fitzpatrick. How did he finish? He finished 5th in passing touchdowns, but that's still awesome. Rushing, J-Rob over 1,000. Receiving, Julio with 13 tutties, Antonio with 1,000. You love to see Fuller with 7 tutties. See, it's looking good. Let's see Mac. Where's Mac at? How did he finish? 7.5. 13 for Donald. What a move. Let's go. That was obviously the game changer. Malcolm Butler and Jamie Smith with 3 interceptions. Let's look at kicking. How did that go? Fuck him. 10 for 14. Shout out J.K. Scott. All right. Here we are. We're in the playoffs. Wild card versus who are we versing? The LA Rams. Is that the Rams? No, it's the Chargers. Versus the Chargers. You're at home. You ready to simulate to see if
won't be a problem.
Won't be a problem.
Assuming they're all going to be in. Oh wait, we got injuries turned off. It might be a problem.
Easy, too easy. A 31-10 victory. Landslide.
Poor Chargers.
Landslide. And here we are in the divisional playoffs going against the 13-3 Bears.
Shout out to Jesse Reeves. I just crushed his team in Madden. Just gotta say that.
That's right. Shout out the Panthers. You may have your favorite team now. You're welcome.
There you go. That's all you have to do. Just get Antonio Brown and Julio, and we'll follow without injuries. I mean, it's not really that hard.
And most importantly, Larry Fitz. Can't forget about that. All right. Do you got a pep talk for your boys? I mean, you're the underdog here. You just go team.
No, I think they know more what to do than I do, so I think they're good, probably.
All right, here we go.
Keep doing what you're doing, guys.
Don't stop. Yeah, that's right. All right, here we go. All right, let's check it out. Conference championship. Actually, we'll simulate that. This is the divisional. I forgot about the wild card. Okay, here we are. Divisional playoff against the Bears. Unfortunately, the tables turned there. You took a defeat, 31-10.
Dang.
Shout out to the Bears.
31-10. That doesn't seem right.
It doesn't because.
Can we challenge the refs?
It was probably. I was about to say it's probably the refs. You're probably looking at a similar Saints situation a couple of years ago. But regardless, a 10-6. You made it to the divisional playoffs. One of the better seedings out here, aside from the Super Bowl.
Peter, I'm once again bested by Cuda Doodle, and it will not be forgotten.
No, it will not. Shout out to Cooter, but we'll talk about that another time. But Peter, thank you so much for coming on, making this a fun show, which is the whole purpose here. Let the world know what is good if they're not aware of Peter Howard.
Oh, me? I write for Dynasty League Football, and I'm on Twitter at PA Howdy. Come talk to me about football, as long as it's not defense or Madden, anytime. Apparently. Thanks for asking me on, though, dude. That was different. That was fun. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. And shout out the page. Check you out on Patreon, your live streams, YouTube, all that stuff. Just get the Twitter right there, PA Howdy. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate anyone who watched it, joining in the chat. It was great. Thank you. Future viewers, have a good night, good day, good morning, whatever it is. Check us this Friday with Chef, a.k.a. James Crease. I think it's 7. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night, day, evening.
Appreciate it.